Alright, well, I found out after the fact that my microphone didn't work, so just bear with me. I'm going to narrate through this with you guys. We're going to put this skateboard together real quick. I have my motors here off of Genesis, and I have a control board I bought off of eBay, the same one they use in the Meepo board. This control board has a little spot for an antenna, and I did solder one in. Now I have a battery here. This is from the Genesis Skateboard, and I wired in my own custom 30 amp BMS, put a charge port on it, and a quick connect. Now we have some risers, we have a bag of hardware to attach the trucks, and we have the skateboard deck. I gave it a coating of black, and then I put some reflective coating over it to give it that sheen. I have my enclosure by Psycho Tiller. This is the low profile enclosure, comes in 2 pieces. Alright, we're going to go ahead and we're going to mount the rear trucks and the motors on the board. The electric skateboards go together very similar to a regular longboard deck. There's not much different about it when you're putting trucks and wheels together. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to mock this up real quick. I want to cut out a notch for those wires so they sit flush on the deck. I'll use a unibit for this. I'll just drill out a little notch. I measured and made it all nice and even. I'll just mock it up again real quick. Make sure it all fits and looks good. Now I'm going to mount the controller. I'm going to use some little plastic standoffs so the screws don't go all the way through the deck. Hook up my power wires, or what I call the 3-phase wires. Hook them up in any which way. If the motor's not going forward, you just switch 2 of the wires and it'll make it go in the right direction. And put my enclosure on, mock it up, make sure all the wires clear, everything looks good when I put it all together. Alright, getting there, we're getting there. There she is. Now I put the front part on of the closure, I put the battery in. I'm going to put some foam padding around the battery to keep it tight inside the enclosure. Looks like it fits pretty good. We'll go ahead and I can zip, put the front one down. Now initially I put in regular length screws, and then I went ahead and cut them down a little bit so they don't go all the way through the deck. I'm going to test it real quick before I final assemble everything, make sure it's working okay. And it all looks good to me. Now I can zip down the back of it, make it all nice and neat, and I'm going to test it out one more time, make sure it all works. It's not really that hard to put together an electric skateboard. They're pretty simple, especially if you have parts already ready to go. And that's it. There I am, cruising along with it. This board worked out pretty good. It's a good solid ride. I call it the Mepesis, the cross between the Genesis and the Meepo board. Alright guys, that's all I got for you today. Joe Kyser over and out. Hope to see you on the next video. Have a good one.